Stop getting in your own way. What are you doing? You're literally like, it's freaking working out. And then the self-sabotage comes in. We've been talking about self-sabotage a lot recently. It's like immediate, like you're doing well, and then you let the brain get in the way. What? Like, you're literally doing so well. You're doing so well. You're making changes. Things are shifting. That's the thing where I've seen a couple of your comments, and this is what's coming to mind recently of like, you feel like everything's going bad. And that's the thing where it's like, you get to choose what you want to believe. And and that's like a harsh truth. That's a harsh freaking truth. You can decide to believe that everything is sucky, nothing's working out, your life has always been this way, and continue on with that. Or you get to believe, 111 on the timestamp, or you get to believe this is happening for a reason, this is bettering me, I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm becoming the person that I want to be, I'm becoming my highest self. Like, you get to choose. I'm really seeing that journaling right now is going to be really freaking helpful. Get yourself out of your mind when you are being taken down by your mind, because it's going to close the loops. If you journal, you get it onto the paper and you can understand the loop. You can understand what's going on more, versus when it's in your brain, it's just kind of this like floating thing. It's just kind of like, I'm just hearing the word entity that has like kind of come in and been like, okay, we're gonna think about this. And I do feel like this thought cycle is allowing kind of like more negative energy to be in your field. So yeah, I am hearing like you gotta like kind of give yourself a little boot camp of like, no, we're not gonna be thinking this anymore. You gotta change your mindset. And I'm feeling the absolute exhaustion that comes with that, because it's like, nobody else can get you there. You have to get yourself there. You have to be able to decide you want to switch and that you want it bad. Or else stay in the same, it's a kind of the Matrix. Or else stay, I don't know the exact words, but it's like, do you want to stay the same? Or do you want to break out of this? It's gonna be rough. Or do you want to stay the same? Yeah. Do you want to be the one? You know how Neo is the one? Or do you want to stay the same? It's up to you. It's up to you. And I just felt like a really intense touch on my shoulder, and it kind of like just made my face flush. There are definitely oh, I just felt it again. There are really benevolent beings with you. Your spirit team's close. And that's interesting, because I was like on another thought before, and then I got that touch, and then they just sent me this way. They are really here for you, okay? Let them in. Call them in. Say, I am calling in my light team, and I am asking them to support me in being my highest self today. You've come here like on a mission. You've come here on a mission. And not everyone can say the same. In a way, everyone can, but not everyone can say the same about like the mission and the cluster of souls that are like in this collective. Like, you guys have come here for a reason. You've come here for a reason. to bring your light. I'm always channeling for the light. And there are going to be angels that magically turn up, and I need you to see them as angels. And I'm going to give you an example of this because I did something really stupid yesterday and then 2 angels showed up. So I was on a run and I randomly decided to take my single house key off of the keychain and just run with that in my hand, not even in a pocket, just in my hand. I also had my phone and like my cord headphones, and so just a lot of things in my hand while I'm running, which I'm not just naturally good at. I'm just going on a run because, well, I need to get out of my freaking head. You know how it be. But I was running, and then I got to the park and I was like, you know, I'm gonna lay down. And so I laid down in one spot, and then it was in the shade, and immediately I felt these mosquitoes come. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go into the sun. So I went into the sun. I'm giving you guys a lot of details, but whatever. And then I was on FaceTime and talking to my husband, and then I ran back home. I started running back home, and I realized I had forgot. I didn't know where my house key was. And so I literally started running all the way back, and I was looking around in one spot, I was looking around in another spot, and then this man came up to me and he was like, oh, like with this cute dog, he was like, oh, did you lose something? And I was like, yes, I lost my house key. And so he started looking with me, and then we were just looking for a couple seconds, and then this woman randomly came up with my house key and just handed it to me and was like, are you looking for this? Did you lose this? I was like, that is the most random thing you could possibly just find. Like, I had dropped it in like grass, like tall grass, and there's like so much of it around the park. So she was like, I was like, how'd you find it? And she was like, oh, I like saw you looking for it over there and I picked it up. And she gave it to me. And I was like, oh my God, you guys are the best. And then I started running back. And literally, that's what I mean by angels. Like, there are angels working for you. Like, there are angels that are going to show up in the right places. And that's the thing too. There are angels that are going to show up to stop you from doing the wrong thing. And that's why things might feel so hard, because they're not for you. They're not for you. The universe is going to set you up. The universe is going to set you up. And that's the thing where you have to like be tuned in of like, oh my gosh, I've been going for this for a while. Why is this so hard for me? Why is this so hard for me? And before you know it, you're going to make a choice that you maybe haven't made in a while, or you're going to go back to something, or you're going to choose something new, and things are just going to start flooding in. And it's like, oh my gosh, I've been ignoring this for however long. They're going to start flooding in. It's going to be like that. And that's why we have so much more wisdom in hindsight, because it's like, oh yeah, I get why it went that way. Certain things, obviously, hard to understand why they went that way. But other things, when you get through the cycle, the journey, it's like, oh, I get why that went that way. I get it. I see now why these things are happening to me. There are so many freaking beautiful things. Like, I was just like looking out and picturing that. There are so many freaking beautiful things in your life. You just gotta take a hot sec and realign. And also notice and be grateful for the things that are coming into your life. And it's not to manifest, it's just to like make you feel better. Because that's the whole goal, right? We want these things to make us feel a certain way. We want that person to make us feel a certain way. So take a moment now to feel a certain way. To feel a certain way. You are more valuable than you know. You're more valuable than you know. You're more valuable than you've been giving yourself credit for. And you gotta stop judging yourself. Act like your best friend. Would your best friend be saying the things that you're saying to yourself right now? No, they wouldn't. They would not even come close to that. They'd be saying the opposite, okay? So you have to start noticing. You have to start taking a step back and giving yourself the credit and the love that you deserve. And maybe that you never got. (11:11) on the timestamp. Learning to speak to yourself, learning to create that inner reality that is peaceful and calm, even when the astrology pushes you towards other thoughts and your certain day is not feeling it. It's funny, there's this energy of like feeling like awkward recently, and it feels like because you've had so many upgrades, you're just like, I don't know how to catch up. I don't know how to freaking catch up. I feel the frustration, guys. I feel the frustration. And you're like, what's gonna give? What's gonna give? What's gonna change? It's not gonna change until you internally make that shift. Make that shift towards what? Make that shift towards a peaceful internal reality, a loving internal reality. For real. For real. You've grown so much. I don't know why I just had the thought, because I struggled with acne for a really long time. It's 2026, probably like 5 years. It really stopped last year, but I was struggling with it since 2020. Had acne for 5 years, I would say. And I remember I used to do these videos like probably 2 years ago, a year ago, like 1 to 2 years ago. And I remember doing the videos and being like, oh, my skin is like so not clear. And this is so frustrating and all this stuff. And like, I have to put makeup on, and I still put makeup on, but I don't have to put makeup on like I used to have to put makeup on. And Spirit is telling me to tell you this because it's like, you have grown and evolved in so many ways, and you're making change. And just like I was able to heal my acne and move through that, and had to go through grueling years of freaking dealing with that and just like being so uncomfortable and like all of that, the universe is asking you to spot those changes. And like, huskies also might be really relevant. I've seen so many recently, and I just saw another one. But the universe is asking you to spot those changes. The universe is asking you to remind yourself of those things that you've actually made a huge shift on. And it's hard to be like, oh yeah, like everything's good, I'm proud of myself, all that stuff, but that's like, whoa, yeah, there's some like energy that needs to clear with that. Like, that's what you kind of need to be in. I just wanted to say, you understand? That's what you kind of need to be in, of like, I have freaking made changes. I have freaking 1444 on the timestamp. I have freaking made changes. I have freaking done so much. And it's not all visible, like the acne. It's not all visible. So stop blaming yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your light, and I will see you soon.